How do you learn how to play songs? Well, right now, with the age of the internet, we can often just Google how to play whatever song it is we want to learn how to play. And there's a YouTube video or there's a service like Ultimate Guitar or Chordify that will teach us how we can play those songs. But let's say we don't have the internet. Well, the song we want to learn just isn't available on any of these sites. No one's documented how to play that song. But you really want to learn how to play that song, or you really like how that song sounds and you want to use a similar melody or a chord progression in your own song. How are you going to be able to do this? That is where aural skills come in. And yeah, I said aural, not oral. Aural skills is your ability to hear and understand music. Now, of course, we can all hear music, we can all enjoy it, but this is really the ability to hear and understand what notes and chords are being played. Now, this is a skill that you'll probably develop over time as you play more music, but the quicker you can develop it, the better it's going to help you in writing music and also playing music. How is this possible? Well, if you're able to recognize what chords a song is playing when you hear it for maybe the first or second time, you can already shift into the mode of learning how to play that song. Or mentally, you can picture in your head the chords that are being played, and then you can just really need to focus on the rhythm, and you're pretty close to just picking up your instrument and knowing how to play it. This is also super impressive if someone asks you, hey, can you play the song? And they play it through their phone, and then you can instantly pick up a guitar or sit down at a piano and be able to play that song. And that's what aural skills is, recognizing those chords and those notes, and then through practice of playing your instrument, being able to pick it up and know where and how to play those notes. It's pretty impressive. And I feel like we get lots of videos on the internet where people do this just randomly on the street, and we're like, whoa, that's really cool. And if you wish you could do that, there are a lot of great tools out there that can help you train your ear, but there's one that I came across recently that has multiple uses, but I really want to use this tool specifically for aural skills going forward. And that is through using the HiChord. Now the HiChord, when you're using it, you can use this joystick to switch between different chord modes. And it's going to let you be able to hear the difference between a major chord, a minor chord, a sus chord, a fourth chord, a diminished. All different types of chords are adding just one little note of difference into it. And you can also play the entire chords and entire scale. So if somehow you're able to decipher what key a song is in, but you don't know the chord progression, you can play around with those chords in the HiChord to try and figure out that song. It's a pretty cool way to test and learn your aural skills. You can also do a blind react to the chords as you're pushing them and trying to guess, is it this, is it this? It's a little bit tough to trick your brain because your hands will know where you're playing to kind of know what chord it's being played. But if you have someone with you that can kind of play it and you can guess, then you can develop this a bit faster too. And then both of you can take turns in guessing which chords are being played by the other. So let's take a look at how the HiChord can work for aural skills. So I have the HiChord here, and as you can see, right now we're in C major. We have this plus sign here because we're up an octave. So let's take a look and see how we can use this for aural skills. When you press down on this chord, we're going to get C major. And we've done the scale that we are currently in. We're currently in the key of C, so that's the full scale. So if I wanted to play around and test my hearing, I could go through all these chords, which they're in the major and minor chords that are respective for that key. So C major, F major, and G major. And if I wanted to test my ear to see, well, what does a C chord in different versions of that chord sound like, I can move this joystick around to change that chord. So several different versions of the C chord just by moving my joystick around. So this is a easy tool you can carry around in your pocket and just hold the joystick to your left and say, what's that chord? What's that chord? And kind of get an idea of what these chords sound like, familiarize yourself with these chords. And if you have another person with you or some sort of partner, then you can give them the high chord. They can play the sounds through the speaker and you can guess and see which chords they're playing. Or if you're on the go, you can plug your headphones into the headphone jack and just test your audio out as you're going. And this is a great tool for just writing music. And I have another video on that, which I'll link in the description below. But if you're looking to get into aural skills and you want to have something small and compact you can take with you on your go that isn't a smartphone, this is a really good option. I think the HiChord can really help a lot of people when it comes to developing their aural skills while they're traveling or just where they can't get to a computer or don't want to use their smartphone. So as you can see, the HiChord is more than just a pocket synthesizer. It can be a really effective tool for developing your aural skills. And I think the HiChord is great for anyone that's getting into music, or maybe someone that wants to develop their aural skills. Even producers and beatmakers can use the HiChord to further their aural skills and help them develop their music at a quicker rate. There's often times where I'm listening to music that's just pure instrumental, pure beats, and I hear a chord change or I hear a melody and I'm like, oh, what steps in the scale are they using to make this melody? I like how they move from this note to this note. Maybe I should try to build a melody around that or a melody that does something similar. And having better aural skills is going to be able to help me find those notes or those steps in the scale so I can create something that is inspired but is still my own. But what do you think? Do you think the HiChord is going to be a good contribution to aural skills? It has many other applications than just aural skills, but this is one of those applications that I can put in my pocket and just play around and test when I'm on the subway, while I'm traveling, while I just have some free time and just need to test my aural skills and help those develop. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.